What's a new crew? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Cassandra. Today we are going to be digging through my freezers, my pantries, and coming up with a meal plan basically from now until the end of the year. If you're new, typically at the end of the month, I will meal plan for the entire next month and grocery shop once a month, and that's just how I like to grocery shop. However, last month I made my meal plan and then could not find my meal plan, lost it right before grocery shopping, didn't have time to remake it, so I kind of winged it. We've been able to get through basically all the way, today is the 19th. I've been able to kind of mindlessly throw things together, but now with the holidays right around the corner, a lot of things coming up, like finishing up projects, getting the house cleaned, wrapping all of the presents, and doing all of the things. I just want to have a list of meals that I can just look through in the morning, pull my meat out, and not have to worry about it being 4 o'clock and going, I have to feed my family and I don't know what I'm doing tonight. So here's what we're going to be doing. I have my phone. We're going to be using this for Pinterest for recipes if I feel like I need it, so I brought that down. And then I just have a regular notebook and a Sharpie because that's what I could find for a writing utensil. So let's open this up. And you know what, before I forget, I need to write bacon really big on here because tomorrow my oldest has a Christmas breakfast at school and we signed up to bring bacon because I've got lots of bacon in the freezer from the pig that we bought, so it was perfect. But I need to remember to grab it out so that it's thawed, so that it's ready for her for the teachers and parents and stuff to cook up for Christmas breakfast tomorrow. Alrighty, let's see what we got. We're rocking the jammy pants today because it is snowing. I really didn't even know if my kids were gonna have school today. We have a massive winter storm. It just started to roll in. It's just a lazy day. My husband even came home early from work, so he didn't have to drive in the snowstorm, so it feels very lazy today. Anywho, I will link down below. We just did a freezer tour in all of these freezers if you want to know everything that we're working with. So it works out really well because I don't have to really dig because I know what's in here because I just did that tour. So I think when I was doing the freezer tour, I did notice that I have some really old pieces of pork in here from like the last pig that we bought in spring, maybe even the half a pig that we bought before that. So I can tell they're older pieces because we started getting our pork done at a different butcher and they have different wrapping. So if it has this big like yellowy sticker on it, this is the old pork, but if it's wrapped and has a white sticker on it, this is our new pork. So I want to try to prioritize some of this older pork. So I think we're into something with this pork steak. Our favorite way to do the pork steaks is in like a fried rice. I will just thaw it out and chop it up and we make fried rice out of it. So let's add a fried rice to this because I want to make sure I'm going through some of this older stuff because I didn't really realize I had it in here still. I also realized we had some more of this queso fresco that we really love. My husband got this in like a 5-pound block on clearance and we just kind of cut it up into like 1-pound sections. We love this. So I'm kind of thinking what we could do is maybe do some crock pot nachos and put some of this queso fresco on top. So let's add nachos. This is also my meal plan through Christmas break. So I'm looking for things that are maybe going to be a little bit more fun, things my kids are going to be excited to eat, but also things that can make leftovers that we can eat for lunches the next day because that'll make my life a whole lot easier. So I think nachos will be really good. We have a bag of tortilla chips that like we've barely broken into this month, so it'll be a good way to use them too. Just kind of clear them out. I do have a ton of ground beef down here and I kind of want to do burgers and potato wedges from some of our homegrown potatoes. It's one of my kids' favorite meals, and maybe I'll pull out some corn on the cob that we preserved over the summer here. So let's do a really quick burger and wedges, and I'm going to put slash corn. All of my vegetables are up in the freezer in the garage where our bacon is, and because I just, like I said, went through everything, I kind of know what I have. And I've got a lot of corn still. I have one reason our picnic pork, or our pork steaks here rather, have taken us so long to go through in some of these older packages is because they're so big. This butcher puts 2 pork steaks in these packages. You can tell the difference in size between this and this. This is better for our family. Even being a large family right now, this is just better. So when I've been pulling these out of the freezer, we've only been using one of the pork steaks, and the other pork steak I've been putting in a Ziploc bag and putting it back in the freezer, just because we don't need 2 of them. So that's why these are just taking so long to go through. I don't think we'll have that issue with these smaller sections, but there is that. And now we're up to Christmas Eve. What do we want to cook for Christmas Eve? I definitely know I want something quick. I want something easy. You know what? My husband did bring home a bunch, by a bunch I mean like 4 pizzas. He said they were like in the boxes. They were at work. I don't know if he was working in like a food distribution center that day, and all the boxes were really damaged. So I would assume that it was just that he was working in a food distribution center that day and the boxes were destroyed, so they had to get them away for free. My husband ended up bringing home 4 pizzas, so I think that would be really nice. Just put some of those frozen pizzas in the oven on Christmas. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so now we are on to our meal plan for after Christmas, and this is when I'm gonna start thinking of my leftovers. What am I gonna have? So I know for sure we're gonna have lots of ham left over. We always do. So the first thing I'm gonna add on here is actually scalloped potatoes and ham. Use our leftover ham for breakfast sandwiches the next day, for quiche, for all sorts of delicious things. We're also gonna have turkey left over, and I have a pie crust in my fridge, so why not do a turkey pot pie? It's also a good way to use up any like leftover gravy that you have. If you just have like a crazy amount, you just want to make some meals, you don't want to straight up eat leftovers like mashed potatoes and the gravy, you want to make it into something else but still use those leftovers. The scalloped potatoes and ham, great option. Turkey, use your turkey gravy. Any leftover cooked vegetables you have, corn, carrots, peas, whatever it is, throw it in that pot pie. Be really, really great. You could also make a soup, a turkey soup out of it if you wanted to. For leftover mashed potatoes, we really like to make potato cakes. So we'll just take our potatoes, add a little bit of cheese, maybe some chives, an egg, a little bit of flour, and you push it into like a burger patty, and basically you're just searing it on both sides. It gets super crusty and delicious. You can dip it in either ketchup like french fry, you can dip it in sour cream. Really, really good. But we really like potato cakes. That's our favorite way to use up like leftover mashed potatoes, or you can make them into twice bakes, which are really great as well. So now we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have a third like Christmas activity we're doing. We're waiting to do it after the holidays, but some of the cousins are coming over, my nieces and nephews, my kids' cousins, and we are doing graham cracker gingerbread houses and making some Christmas cookies just for them to decorate and stuff. We're just gonna hang out. It's gonna be low-key, just kind of get the kids together during Christmas break. We try to do that as much as possible. However, that family that's coming over is gluten-free, dairy-free, so it always takes a little bit more like nuance for me to figure that out. So what we're going to do, because I did plan ahead for this, we are going to probably send my husband to the store and he'll pick up 1 or 2 rotisserie chickens. I already have some gluten-free stuffing. I'm gonna save a box of regular stuffing for us, and we're gonna make some mashed potatoes. We're gonna keep it very simple, you guys, and I'll probably do like a can of corn or a can of green beans or something like that, or frozen, whatever I have. Maybe I'll pull up my corn on the cob then. It's just gonna be very simple and very laid back, and things that I can just kind of like throw together and it'll be fine, but it'll still be really satisfying and really delicious. There's that. The reason I don't want to use any of my leftovers for the gluten-free dairy-free family is because at that point, after everything's put away, there's definitely going to be contamination, there's definitely going to be crossover. because we're gonna put everything into big Tupperwares and the big bowls and stuff them in the fridge, and you're taking your spoon and you're taking a glob of mashed potatoes and a glob of gravy and you're taking that same spoon, and I just don't want to risk anything. So that's why we're gonna do everything fresh. We're not gonna use any leftovers. We'll just eat the leftovers for ourselves, and everything else for that day we're going to make fresh. That way they don't have to worry and I don't have to worry about accidentally getting somebody sick. So there's that. We're down, we have 3 more meals here. So let's open this freezer back up and dig around a little bit and see what we're working with. I'm thinking maybe we should do salmon patties. I have a salmon patty here. And this bag looks like it's actually got a little bit of air in it. It's not popped, but it's definitely got some space in there. So we're gonna do salmon patties and a cream orzo. Just sounds delicious. Okay, what do we got here? It also might be fun, maybe, because I see we've got lots of pepperonis in here. I think maybe we should do calzones. It's been a long time since we've done calzones. I don't do calzones as often because I need to make a lot more pizza dough for it than I would if I'm making like 1 or 2 strombolis or 1 or 2 pizzas. However, we're gonna have so much leftover meat and so many leftover vegetables. I think it would be really fun to just go ahead, pull absolutely everything out. This will be a really great meal to do when we have like a little bit of everything left, and everyone could just come up, make their calzone, we'll put it in the oven. We've got lots of pasta sauce to dip them in, but it'll be great to get rid of leftover turkey, leftover ham. If we have leftover chicken, maybe from those rotisserie chickens, I can pull out some pepperonis. We've got lots of veggies, mushrooms, green peppers in the freezer, lots of onions, so we can do kind of whatever you want, a mix and match. Stuff your calzones full and get it in the oven, and I think that'll be a really great meal option for us, which brings us down to 1 more day of meals. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just make a soup. I could do this. I kind of like that. I'm just gonna write soup down, maybe like soup and bread. The kids love to help make bread, so they'll definitely be happy to do that while they're home on Christmas break. But I'm just gonna keep it as a soup, because if I have lots of leftover chicken, then we'll probably do chicken noodle soup. If I got lots of leftover turkey at that point, we'll do a turkey noodle soup, or maybe a turkey pot pie soup. We're gonna kind of see what ingredients we have, and this is exactly what I wanted, just like a loose meal plan, something to reduce my brain effort, that I can just kind of look at this and then kind of open my fridge and go, okay, what is still in here, what needs to be used up, but also just some like set in stone meals that I can work through right now while we're waiting to have all of those crazy amounts of leftovers in the fridge. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Happy Friday. I hope wherever you are, you guys are having a fantastic day. I know everyone is feeling the crunch down before Christmas. I definitely am. I still have a list like this long of things I want to get done before the holidays. So this feels good. I'm not going to have to worry about this anymore. It's like one of those mental arenas I'm not gonna have to fight in every night anymore, which is great. A huge relief off of my shoulders. So I'm gonna make sure I stick this to the cork board upstairs, I don't lose it, and it is set and ready to go for me while we're down here. It is, man oh man, what time is it? It is 2:30. So let's go ahead and kind of pick off of this and figure out what we are going to do. Oh, I didn't tell you, I decided on the day my family is coming over, my small family, for Christmas, we're meeting at 11. We're doing like a brunch style Christmas meal, but what actually ended up happening is, it never happens that my dad, my sister, and my brother, who's military, happens to be home, and we all have a full day with absolutely no other obligations. It almost never happens. My dad and my sister just happen to work like opposite schedules, so it's very hard to have like a full day where nobody has anything else to do. So we decided we're taking that whole day. We are doing nothing. Everybody's coming to my house. We're gonna hang out. The kids can roam free. If babies need a nap, they can nap, and we're just gonna hang out all stinking day. So I'm gonna put a lasagna in that night. I did put in my Walmart grocery order. My husband's gonna pick that up for me on Saturday. And of course I will film that for you guys. There will probably be Monday's video going up, my like last minute Christmas meal plan grocery haul for those last couple things that I had to get. That haul came to right under $200, so not super bad. But I'm gonna put in a lasagna because I already had everything for it. Everybody likes lasagna. I got stuff for kind of like a deluxe Caesar salad because all my kids really like salad as well. And then I got stuff to make garlic bread, and I bought a fresh bread loaf. So I don't have to worry about those things, but I don't think I mentioned that. So that is also one of the meals on here. And now we have a meal plan from the 20th all the way through to the 31st, which is really great. I actually am just now remembering. I don't think I'm gonna pull anything out of this freezer for dinner tonight because we have like 2 or 3 different meals kind of sitting in the freezer right now, or sitting in the fridge right now from the last couple days that need to be used up. So I have leftover spaghetti in my fridge. So I think what I'm gonna do tonight is make a really quick spaghetti pie. I've got all the things for it. I can just whip up a small spaghetti pie, put it in the oven, and it'll be really great and delicious. I think it'll be fine. So now for real this time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you guys are enjoying Vlogmas. I have had so much fun just like filming and editing and putting things together. It's been really fun. So thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch these videos. I will catch you guys in another one.